Welcome back AI mates. Today we will see how we can set up Anaconda on our machine, and we can how many ways we can set up different types of virtual environment. For example, if we are planning to build like different projects, so definitely every project requires some different types of requirements which we mention normally in requirement.txt. And there are like some other things due to which it is better that we need a separate environment for our every project or every task or whatever we do, right? So installation of Anaconda, we will see today how we can do that, and we will learn how we can set up Jupyter notebook in our local machine, right? So without wasting our time, let's get started. So first of all, you need to see that for creating Conda environment, you need to have this installed in your system. Like, okay, so for this you need to have install Anaconda first. So if you want to install Anaconda, it is like very simple steps. So you just need to go to Anaconda official site, this one. Just type Anaconda in the Google and hit this download Anaconda, right? So they want your email here as well. You can do just skip registration, and from here you can pick the version of your installer. Like if you are on Mac, you can choose like Apple Silicon one or Intel one depending on your machine, right? If you are using Linux, so you can pick the correct installer from here. So I am on Apple Silicon, so I will like click this. This is just a simple package file. You just need to install it. It is very easy, right? After installing it, like if you want to confirm that if Conda is installed or not, you can just do Conda, right? So if you see something like this, you can also check which version I am using. So I am on version 24.5.0, right? So this is simple Conda installation, okay? And this is the actually official link. So for example, if I go to that link and copy it, and let me just go to that official documentation. So you can see they are clearly mentioning here that if you want to install it with pip, so we can run this command and we can run it with this command after installing it with pip. And remember, there is some difference between like Jupyter Lab and only the notebook one, right? So hopefully I will create another video, but in today's video we will see how we can install Jupyter Lab, right? So if you want to do it with the homebrew, so you can use that command, okay? So make sure that you already have that installed with this command. For example, if I execute this, so I already have installed it, so I don't need to execute it, but I am executing this command just to show you guys, right? So this is my actually local environment, which is actually based on Python 3.11 version. You guys know I am on Mac, and over Mac, if you want to use MPS, so it is only supported for the Python version 3.8 to 3.11, right? So our first step is done. How we can run now our Jupyter Lab notebook? So we just need to do Jupyter Lab, right? But make sure that if you want to show the relevant directories or paths or projects that you are in, so make sure that you are already in that directory. For example, I want to execute this, spin up this server of Jupyter Lab notebook in my this directory. So I am already move into it. So after moving into that directory, I will just hit this command. You can see it will spin up the server, and it automatically redirect me to here, right? So you can see there are different types of files and settings and menus and extensions and everything. So we can do lot of stuff from here, right? But our main primary concern is like how we can create virtual environment in our Jupyter Lab. That's why we are here, right? So for that you need to know that first of all we need to name our virtual environment, that whatever virtual environment we want to create, right? So for that you can do it in your normal terminal, or we have options of our terminal here as well. For example, if I click here and I paste this command, right? So it's clearly saying that name your virtual environment here, right? So for example we will say test underscore env, right? With the help of Python 3.11 means we want Python 3.11, right? I have already told you the reason like why we should stick to like Python 3.8 to 3.11 at the moment if we are on Mac, right? So once I execute this command, you can see it is processing behind the scene. Remember we have named it test underscore env. Yeah, so it is asking like whether he is going to install some new packages. So yes, please proceed installing these new packages. Yeah, once it's done, we can activate this environment with this command. It is already suggesting us that you should execute this command, right? So after doing that, like activating this this environment, now we are in a new environment. We are not in our local environment, right? So for example, if our projects require different type of packages, we can install it right here. Okay, so it will get installed in our separate environment. Okay, so for example, I am just taking this as an example. You can do like whatever your projects required. So after doing this, like pip install fast API uvcon, it will take few minutes. Okay, so it is installed. Now in our new environment we also need to install this Jupyter with the help of conda command. You can see we have executed the command conda install Jupyter. So it is once again asking for permissions. Yeah, we have provided them permissions. Yeah, so after reaching at that point, so let's create a new file. So we have created a new file from that option and its name is untitled by default. So you can see that here our that test environment is not here, right? So we can switch environment from here as well, or we can switch it from here as well at this bottom area, right? So how we will let this file know that use that our new environment, right? So for that we have to use this command. Okay, we already have our terminal open, so I will just paste this command here. We need to change few things. So first of all, I will need to name my environment here like the correct environment. You can see we have here like test underscore env. So let me change it quickly, test underscore env here, and for the display name, like what we want to show, what we want to see in this drop down, right? So if I change this as well, and I will name it test env. Okay, and our name just for the display part, right? It is not like recommended to do it like this, so you can easily get to know like what is displayed in the drop down, right? So once I created this, once I executed this command, it will take some time. Yeah, after doing this, just refresh your page and do a reload. Okay, now if you come here and you go to that file, you can see that this test environment is here, right? So after selecting this new environment, I will just say print hello wears, right? So if I execute it, you see that it's printed this out, right? So that's all, guys. My next videos will based on this environment. So it is important that I teach you first how you can create from scratch, like installation of Anaconda and everything. I have gone through all of these things where we learn how we can install Anaconda, how we can install it, how I've installed Jupyter Notebook or Jupyter Lab with the official documentation. Then we can see how we can create new environment, how we can activate it, how we can install different type of packages. And in the new environment, after getting it activated it from here, we can install Jupyter here, right? And if that environment is not visible in the drop down, so you need to execute this command. I will paste this link in the bottom of that video, right? So please do check it out. And at last, in every video I will say, please do like, subscribe and share with your relevant friends. Hopefully I will post next content about AI agents very shortly, which will be a continuation part of this one, right? So take care, bye.